It has now been a respectable amount of time since Fallout 4 released, and since that day I put hundreds of hours into the game, mostly building settlements. Never quite got around to beating it though. Now, coinciding with the launch of the Xbox One X, I've decided to start all over again, this time in survival mode. It will be a challenge, and each day will be an adventure full of laughs, boredom, surprises, and unexpected deaths, and death claws. I will be your host on this adventure. Join me, if you will, for survival in the Commonwealth. Good evening, and welcome to episode 2 of Survival in the Commonwealth. I'll be at Sanctuary for some time. The settlement's well on its way to becoming self-sufficient, but it's not quite there yet. Even after I move out, though, I'll still be coming back from time to time to rest and resupply. Or as quests may dictate. Since we'll be spending so much time at Sanctuary, did you fancy a tour? Well, even if you don't, let's get on it anyway. Here we are at Sanctuary's front gate, overlooking the bridge. Once again, why is that bridge still standing? Although I suppose it would be inconvenient if it wasn't. Turret defenses here are relatively light, except for the ones behind that red door. But that's okay, because there's also a door that can be shut if someone comes over that bridge. In other settlements, this would be the command tower. In this one, it's been scaled back a bit. Heavy machine gun and light laser turrets, and of course spotlights on the tower there. And there's that dog grinning like an idiot. Those are my water purifiers. Very important, those. They produce all the purified water at the settlement. It's important not just for consumption, but to be able to sell as well. That generator does not power them all, by the way. There's a fusion generator. What the hell is that? Okay. Cows on the roof. Go figure. My lemon trees to the right. These are the other crops that I'm growing at the moment. Lots of melons, as you can see. A little bit of razor grain, tiny bit of corn. That tower also produces water, but I can't get water from it. This structure is simply an overgrown wall. It's big enough that it's got turrets on it, and you can walk on top of it. But it's really just a wall. And the turrets you see here are light machine gun turrets. Because apparently anything attacking the settlement feels the need to be polite and come over the bridge. I don't know why. Character flaw, maybe. Whatever the case, it makes defending this place pretty simple. This is an open space I need to fill in. I'm still inside the buildable area, but I had not meant for that to be open. Probably put a gate in there. It should be okay. This was the first building that I built here. Couldn't build concrete back then for some reason, so this is wood and metal. It's not much. Just a few beds, some couches, some turrets. This is the gun deck, by the way. Once again, light and heavy machine gun turrets and light laser turrets. This was going to be my room. It's a bit bare. Sooner or later I'll get around to filling it out. But in truth, I sleep in the command tower more often than I sleep in this building. But I do like this balcony. Draw distance issues. A little foggy this morning, isn't it? Almost looks like Far Harbor. This place gets very dark at night. Where are we off to next? It's an empty space. That's where the artillery is going to go eventually. This is the market. As you can see, there's only one store, which is not currently occupied. It's a general store. I can't afford at the moment to add anything else. No caps. Or not enough. This space up here looks interesting, but it's not actually used at the moment. 2 suits of power armor I've been able to scavenge so far. My old house. This is my manufacturing warehouse. Or rather, the opposite of manufacturing, because this thing breaks down anything I don't need, or I want to break down for the settlement's use. In this case, the only thing I have is pre-war money, which I usually keep to sell, but I can spare $1. And that dollar is now a roll of cloth. That machine makes it much easier to break down components. I used to have to drop everything on the ground.
Broken.
This is the armory. It's mostly empty, as you can see. A couple pistols, a shotgun, minigun on the other side. That's because most of the weapons I've got so far are pipe weapons, and I scrapped those. Empty mannequins and display cases. I could have sworn I had a spare helmet. Apparently not. Let's see what this looks like. You can see the walkway outside. That's also a wall. This place is surprisingly bright at night. And of course during the day. I really love those greenhouse windows. Better lock the door, keep those naughty settlers out. Fireworks launchers. We'll demonstrate that after it gets dark. Under the searchlight tower now. There's nothing much built out here, it's just walkways. No hostile critters might ever try to get into Sanctuary except from across the bridge, but even so, it is comforting to know that the settlement is walled off. There's actually another gate somewhere back here. It's actually open, there's no door or anything. But there are turrets placed nearby at least. Once again, we've got light machine gun turrets. They're mostly there as an afterthought. They're not intended to actually fend off an attack. Another nice overlook. Good place for a sniper, if I trusted my settlers to be snipers. Those blocks are all holes in that hedge or whatever it is that has been patched. More draw distance issues. Disappearing windows this time. They must be so clean they're invisible. Now we've covered pretty much everything but the tower. There are beds in most of these homes now, but nothing else. Whole place is a wreck. This is a power door controlled from the tower. If anyone does attack and they get to this point without the turrets wiping them out, that door can be shut, denying them entry. Remember I'd mentioned that red door earlier? Well, this is what's behind it. These are not light machine gun turrets. That's a Gauss turret. These two are Tesla turrets. Unlike the other turrets, these are protected behind doors until and unless they're needed. So they're for emergencies. Like the door downstairs, those three doors are also controlled from the control room upstairs. This is where I spend a lot of my time sleeping. It's convenient and right near the entrance. Weapon workshop and chemistry workstation. Also water. Need to drink a lot of water. Important to keep well hydrated.
Helping people out there in wasteland might feel like a lost cause.
Map of the Commonwealth.
That little truck felt
Over
great.
there we have a cheat terminal. I don't use it much. It's mostly there for emergencies. That's a population control terminal. Finds jobs for people who are who don't have them. This is the control deck. Like I said, this is a light version of a command tower. Although I must say this has vastly improved visibility over the ones I built in the previous game. The vertical concrete pieces on either side are missing. I was able to do glass in this one. Don't have any human companions yet, but this chair is for them when I do get some. Only 4 controls. 2 of them are door controls. Those 2, in fact. Siren control. Number 3 is for the fireworks, but we won't set those off till after dark. Wonderful visibility of the bridge. I'm rather proud of that control room, if I do say so myself. Here we are after dark. Note how the lighting conditions have changed. This place is really dark. But just look at those stars. And also look at that yellow searchlight. Bit of a graphic glitch here, it looks like. Bad dog. Get down from there. I swear, next time I'm just gonna get a cat. It won't mind any better, but at least it won't smell so bad. Okay, are we ready? Nah, let me turn the radio off. That's better. Now for some fireworks. It's a good thing that's strong glass. There he is! Get off of there! Bad dog! I swear, why didn't I just get a cat?
Dmitri here. In public radio,
Okay, switch everything off.
Commonwealth. It's a new day, full of opportunities.
And that's the show for tonight. The sanctuary, as I said, is well on its way to becoming self-sufficient. But it's not quite there. There's a lot that it's missing, in fact. It has plenty of power, and given that whenever it's attacked, the attackers always come across that bridge, it's pretty well defended. Produces more water than I can use at this point. In fact, I plan to sell the extra for caps. But it doesn't have a reliable source of food, ammunition, or medicine. It doesn't have artillery yet either, but that's because I haven't done that particular quest. So, we'll continue building it up. But, as I said, I'll be there for a while.